Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam is out again tonight, but he'll be back next week. Chike, what's going on in the world of movie reviews?
Sir, listen, I had to check out that new Frankenstein. Uh, Guillermo del Toro is one of my favorite horror directors, even
Hmm.
though to me, he doesn't do like scary horror. It's more like a intellectual horror.
Okay.
And he didn't disappoint with Frankenstein. I wasn't upset about it. Although I'm still longing for a Frankenstein that's more on the horrific side of things, his was more intellectual. It made you think about life and the role that man plays as God sometimes, and thinking that they're, above everything. Um, it was great. It was very entertaining, especially, that it was on Netflix. I think if it had been in the theaters, I think that I probably wouldn't have liked it as much, if that makes any sense.
It
Because,
does.
I constantly talk about the extra effort that we have to go through to get to the theater and how much it actually costs. Being able to sit at home and enjoy an intellectual film about Frankenstein was right on time.
Nice.
Stars Oscar Isaacs and Jacob Elordi. Oscar Isaacs from Moon Knight on Marvel. He plays the Moon Knight hero, and Jacob Elordi, you know him from um, Euphoria,
Okay.
and um, I think that it was a great job. Isaacs is one of my favorite actors, and Elordi is becoming one of my favorite actors because he has no picks as to the roles he plays. I love
Mhm.
actors that will jump into a challenge. And I hear that it took him like 11 hours every day to get into the Frankenstein makeup, which was
Wow.
different. Like they showed you. I like the process of showing how um, Victor Frankenstein dove into getting his monster and what the premise was about and why he was researching it. It was pretty interesting. So I highly recommend that. Check it out. It's on Netflix. You can sit at home in your jammies and watch it. It's a good watch.
Nice.
And the next thing I saw was also a Netflix film. It was a documentary about it was called Mob Wars, and it was about the Philadelphia mob versus the FBI. And during that time, it happened in the 90s, and during that time I was in college, so I wasn't actually in the area when all this stuff
Right.
was going down. So when in watching it, it was a little educational for me because I'm like, I don't remember this. I don't remember these people. I don't remember
Right.
all this happening. But it was a lot going on. The FBI were recruiting informants to the point where they went as far as Boston to recruit informants to take down the Philadelphia mob. It was pretty interesting. I learned a lot, learned more about the organized crime in my particular area where I live and what was going on that I had no idea which was happening, and exactly how organized crime works and how they use soldiers in other cities to bring power to the city that they're dwelling in. It was pretty interesting. So if you're into the crime drama and all that stuff, definitely check that out. So those are the two I saw.
Nice. Did you watch the morning show?
Yes, I did. I don't miss the morning show.
I know. I had to watch. I was so busy this weekend, but I had to watch it before today, so I watched it yesterday. Gosh, I mean, they
Listen,
just
the morning show needs to send me a check because I've turned so many people on to that show.
same here, same here.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
and Jennifer Aniston's acting was on point. She
Listen,
was on point.
listen. I will say this. I do know that. Well, let me not say I do know that. There has been rumor that Jennifer Aniston at one point in time was disappointed because she thought that she was going to be this big
Yeah,
Hollywood movie star because that's what she always strived to be. But I think
yeah.
she's found her niche in
Mm,
this drama TV thing because we love
yeah,
her comedy. She's always in comedies and we love her. She's fun. But Jennifer Aniston and drama, listen, it's on
yeah.
another level.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then the character, what's his name? The one his mom ended her life. That
Oh,
was
you talking about Billy Crudup? You talking about
yeah,
Corey?
Or
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, oof, it was so good. It was so good. Um,
Let me just ask you this because I thought about this a lot about that situation. What do you think about the psychology? If we have to dive into the characters, what do you think about the psychology and the pathology of those people, particularly him and his mom, their resources, the lineage of money and power, and what
yeah,
that can do to you. And like, and how I looked at it was, she was so powerful and she had so much influence that she just decided, huh, I'm going to end my life. Because
you
at
know
first,
what?
remember, she was going to go to the clinic in
Yeah,
overseas, you know,
yeah,
because she had that privilege that I'm going to end my life.
yeah.
And she had a whole brochure about ending her life because there was a facility that helped you do.
And the fact that she had everything planned out, she had told him
Mhm.
who to call, she had the timer for when the coroner was coming. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, you can tell she's someone who's really
she
much
had an appointment with death.
right. I guarantee she was a Virgo, but but yeah, she knew what she wanted, and I think when you do have a lot of privilege, you're used to dictating a lot of what happens, and
Hmm.
even your demise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that even how she did it, like when she sent him off to go get the wig or whatever, the stuff about show the character,
Hmm.
she knew he couldn't talk her out of it, but
Yeah.
and yeah, and I think he knew his mom, even though I'm sure he was devastated, but
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. He tried though. He tried.
Yeah. What about Jennifer Aniston's father?
Listen, and then let's talk about what is his name? Oh, I can't think of his real name, but I love him as an actor because
Mhm.
he every performance that he gives, it's always some type of big
Yeah,
dramatic aristocratic, he gives that effect.
yeah,
And like the unveiling of truths, like,
yes,
and how he was trying to shield her from the truth all her whole life.
yeah, and she figured it out. In a sense, he didn't want her based on what she had discovered and kind of what he was saying, but he still chose her over the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
it
he
was
had no choice. He had no
yeah,
choice.
yeah, because she left. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's the show. Keep watching. Keep watching. You know,
Yeah.
anything coming out of the pipeline?
So, everybody's on board for the Stranger Things train. I'm here for it. I have to actually go back and get reacquainted, maybe with from the middle of the last season on.
Hmm.
I need to
Yeah,
get reacquainted to get back on the track with it.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, thank you as always. Let us know spend our time and money on what not to, and we'll be right back after this.